This is one of the most powerful techniques that therapists, life coaches, and NLP trainers use to treat their depressed clients or anyone that has a problem. If a person is suffering in any way, it means they're making one of the 10 cognitive distortions. Cognitive distortions are errors in thinking, so it's a wrong way of thinking that makes you suffer, basically. One is black and white thinking you either succeed or fail. A person is either bad or good. But in reality, the whole situation is more complex. There are nuances of gray, and this is mature thinking. Two is personalization, thinking that everything is about you. What the other person says or how the other person feels is because of you. This is a bit of a narcissistic trait, thinking that everyone revolves around you. Three, overgeneralization, making statements like all men are pigs or all women are bitches. Four, catastrophizing. This is assuming the worst when you don't know what's gonna happen. Like, oh my god, if I don't do well in this exam, I'm going to fail and then I'm going to be homeless and I'm gonna die. Five, mind reading. Thinking that you know what the other person is thinking. He didn't call me or text me, that means he hates me. She said that means that. These are all assumptions. This is one of the most powerful techniques that therapists, life coaches, and NLP trainers use to treat their depressed clients or anyone that has a problem. If a person is suffering emotionally in any way, it means they're making one of the 10 cognitive distortions. Cognitive distortions are errors in thinking that make you unhappy. So basically, it's a wrong way of thinking that makes you suffer. One is emotional reasoning. You take your own emotions as evidence for the truth. A lot of people will say this is their intuition telling them, I feel like there's something wrong with that person, or I feel like I'm not ready. But when you ask them for concrete examples or evidence, they can't give it to you. This is emotional reasoning. Your emotions are usually distorted by your own perceptions, so this won't allow you to see things how they really are. 2. Should statements. Maybe you try to motivate yourself or others by saying, you should do that, or I must do this. But the only thing it does is create pressure and resentment. In reality, there is nothing in this world you must do. You always have a choice. Instead, try replacing this with, I want to do this, or I get to do this. It will change the way you feel as well. Test it out. 3 is labeling or mislabeling. This is an extreme form of overgeneralization where you create a negative image about the person or about yourself. For example, you make one mistake and you say you're a failure. People are extremely complex beings, so putting labels such as stupid, dumb, funny, smart is overly simplistic and very irrational. One behavior is not going to determine how a person is. So try changing your language from I'm stupid to this behavior was stupid. 4 is disqualifying the positive. You insist that positive experiences don't count for some reason. For example, when someone gives you a compliment, instead of believing them, you tell yourself they're just being nice or they're lying. This is one of the most destructive cognitive distortions and will almost certainly make you depressed. And 5, mental filters. You pick up one negative detail in any situation and you exclusively dwell and focus on it. For example, you get 10 positive comments and 1 negative one, and you only focus on the negative one. This doesn't allow you to see reality as it really is.